What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, bringing you the best way to make money from your computer. Now, today I'm going to be talking about how you can swing trade and how you can find the best setups without looking too hard, spending too much time doing research. Because for a lot of you guys, you probably have other things to do besides trade all day, and you might not be able to do the day trading that I normally talk about here on my channel. I'm a big fan of day trading because you can maximize those short-term movements and get some quick profits and then shut down and not have to worry about, all those fluctuations in price where your portfolio might slip away from you. But these swing trade positions give you a pretty high chance of success, and you can set some stop losses that are going to prevent you from losing too much money overall, because these are some bigger stocks. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good compromise for people who don't have all day to trade, but they definitely want to get into the stock market and they don't know exactly what types of things to buy. They don't want to buy randomly. They want to have, statistics on their side. So this is a great option for you guys. I have a really good free resource that I have pulled up here, and I'm going to show exactly how I use it and how you guys can use it to find trades of your own that are going to be profitable for you in the long run, that you're not going to have to look at every second of every day. So with that being said, let's dive into my computer and go over the shoulder so you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right, guys, so I'm here at my computer. You can see the website is called Finviz.com, and Finviz stands for Financial Visualizations. And there is a paid version of this website, but I have never used it. I've never needed to use it. The free version is absolutely incredible. I think they pay for it with all these annoying ads that pop up, but it's well worth it. So what this is good for is basically they have a lot of information on stocks. This is like a different version of Yahoo Finance, and there's been some companies that I haven't been able to find information for on Yahoo Finance, but it is available on Finviz. So there's some cool things about it, like I'll just take you through this really quickly. So this is like kind of a scatter board, just kind of showing what the market is doing in terms of the different sectors based on, the colors. So obviously it's a heat map. You see the brighter green it is, the more that sector went up. We can see overall the market wasn't too hot on Friday, just because mostly we're seeing red out here, or some, I guess, maroon, basically black, not too much change. But in some technology sectors, we have some green, all these are up. And it's kind of interesting because they tend to move with each other. And it just helps you visualize the overall market better as a whole. All the financial services, if one goes down, they're probably all going down that day. If industrials are up, probably most are up. If tech is up, probably most are up. Just stuff like that, entertainment, etc. So very interesting to see. But that's actually not what I wanted to show you guys overall today. The most important thing, see there, that's another example of the ads. So the most important thing is how you can use this website to find perfect setups for those stock trades that you want to take in terms of, medium term. I would say between a couple of weeks and a couple of months probably is what I would say for a swing trade. And this is what I like to do. So I like to go to the screener. You can see up here, this little button here. And then you can go have it show you the charts, because you don't want to see the overview. You want to see the charts. That's what's important for this. And then you go to the technical indicators, so you can search by descriptive. You could search, I want something that has a 200 billion market cap or more. I want to see all those stocks, but that's not what I look for. If you watch some of my other videos, you probably have heard me talk about the ascending triangle, and that was actually one that showed up on the stock TSMP, and it was a beautiful breakout. And this is one of my favorite patterns if you're going bullish, just because it's very easy to predict. It's very high risk reward, because as soon as it doesn't break out, you can cut. But if it does break out, it's very likely to go on a decent run, and you're going to get a good return on your money, and probably not be negative at any point in the trade, which is nice, because I hate getting in the middle of a trade and having it be choppy. So again, we go to technical over here, and you can see they have all this different stuff, performance, volatility, RSI, gap up. So I mean, gap ups are nice. Those are a good thing to look for. But what I actually like looking at is I like looking at the pattern. So the website Finviz literally scans every single listed stock. I don't think they do OTCs, but they scan every single listed stock, and they have their algorithms analyze it for patterns. And there's a lot of different patterns you can choose from, but I want to choose, in this case, just to show you guys the example, I want to choose ascending triangle strong. So if we go here, we can see a really good example of a lot of these stocks that are on like a medium, swing trade term. They're displaying an ascending triangle. And there's some that are not at the point where we would want to buy. But there's some that are breaking out that are, just at the point where it might make sense to buy. So just looking down through it, some of these you might just want to put on, I guess, a watch list and see, what's going to happen with them if they do break out. So I would say this one, if it can break out over that $5 mark consistently, I would say that would be a good buy. In this case, I would say this stock is a pretty safe bet, because if it breaks down under this support line here, which used to be the resistance line, but if it breaks down under this line and it fails, you would cut there right at that point, if that makes sense. And we can just go down and look at this for all of them. This would be another really good one right here, CERN, because this is consolidating. You see it's like a pendulum, getting smaller and smaller and smaller with each swing. So once this breaks out past, I think this is 75, if it can, continually go above there, that would be a really good trade. And it's just so cool that we don't have to look through thousands and thousands of stocks to find stuff that have these patterns. It literally is all available here for free, and we can find it here. This would probably actually be potentially a good one to short, because it looks like it's breaking down past the ascending, the ascending triangle pattern. It's breaking out of this. So in this case, you wouldn't want to long this one. So you can't obviously use this pattern to buy just, I'm going to buy every single one of these stocks that says it's an ascending triangle pattern. You still have to use, I guess, some logic on this and do your own research. But they just have so many different options. So this could be another good one right here. It looks like it's ready to break out past this line. So if you get in and it's right as it's breaking out here, this could easily, run from 10 to 11 within a week or so. And it's a very safe bet, because these are not the types of stocks that are going to drop a ton in one day. The type of stocks that I like to day trade can drop 50, 60, 70% in one day. And obviously, if you want to buy and hold, that's never going to work for you. So this is a really good option for that. Here you can see a breakout. It broke out of the ascending triangle, and it's going up. So at this point, it might be a little too late for that one. But we can keep going through here. And this is not the only pattern that works. So if you want to go short, if you want to try shorting, there's some good patterns for that too. So I'll get into that in a second. But this is an example of a stock that did break out past the ascending triangle, and because of that, it went on to run. So again, you can buy right as it breaks out past this upper flat resistance line, and if it fails to break out past that, like if it's a fake out and comes back down below, significantly below, then that would be a bad sign. So you can cut, or if you want to hold, you can cut below this rising support trend line. So if you want to give it a little more room. So that's what I would do. This one could be another good long, especially just because, it just broke above that, DVOL. And I don't like giving you guys, I guess, saying buy this stock. I would rather give you the tools to do your own research so you can make the decision for yourself and really invest in something that you feel comfortable trading in. I guess that's what it ultimately comes down to. So yeah, I guess I'll go look through just a few more of these patterns and see if there's any other ones. So let's see. Strong channel up. Yeah, so there's a lot of these good ones. And these are the types of things where basically it's in a channel, and because of that, whenever it nears the top of the channel, it's very likely to go back down, and whenever it nears the bottom, it's very likely to go back up. So if you want to short this stock, you could easily short it, right here and ride it all the way down. Or if you wanted to buy, you could buy at the bottom of the channel. And if it breaks outside too much out of that channel, that's probably a bad sign, and you could cut your losses quickly. Same thing here. If you wanted to go long, you could go long here and, let it ride up. And if it breaks outside of the channel below, then you get out. But all these patterns are, again, they're free, and they give you a way higher statistical likelihood of having a successful trade than if you just say oh, I like the company Coca-Cola. I'm going to go buy it right now. I don't care what the price action is doing. I don't care what it's doing. I don't care what it looks like. I'm just going to go buy it. And to me, that doesn't really make sense. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it comes down to, guys. Just make sure you do your research. A lot of people don't believe in technical analysis. They think only fundamentals are what matter. But I've been doing this long enough to know that's not true. Obviously, the fundamentals are very important for the long-term growth of the stock. If a company's complete trash, it's never going to have a $1 trillion valuation. But these technical indicators can have a big influence both on, intraday trading as well as on the price movement and fluctuations within weeks and months. So overall longevity of a company is definitely affected by fundamentals, but I think technical analysis is almost more important in terms of the psychology of the market and what it does on a short-term basis. And if you're investing and you want to get a reasonable return at a good percentage win rate, technical analysis is something you're definitely going to want to learn. Head and shoulders, that is a bearish pattern. That's the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. And then after it breaks down past that, it's likely to go. So, I mean, that happened here. So, yeah, I mean, you guys can have fun with this. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this stuff. There's a lot of different patterns. There's a lot of... just a lot of different things that you can look for. It doesn't have to just be technical. If you want to combine technical with fundamental, say it has to have a PE of, under 30 and then also be in a rising wedge or something like that. Like, there's so many different combinations that it's up to you guys. If you want, leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to do some of the research and just figure out if there's any opportunities that I see in here that I think are really especially good. I can make a video on that for you guys. But in this video, I just wanted to explain how you guys can use this Finviz feature to find these stocks that are going to have a lot higher percentage win rate than if you just randomly shut your eyes and buy a stock because you like the product that it makes, or you think it's a cool name or something like that, or your grandpa told you to buy it, your uncle who you haven't spoken to in 10 years called you up and told you to buy the stock. So hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully this walkthrough gave you a better idea of how to use this this technical analysis search. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you found this helpful and you're going to be able to use this tool to find some stocks to trade that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to find, and they can make you some money. That's my goal with this channel, to save you guys money and help you make more money online. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, if it was, please smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe, turn on the post notifications if you have not already. And yeah, I think that is it. I'll probably be making some more videos tomorrow, so be tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.